So, in recent news, Trump administration actually granted refugees from South Africa, and they happen to be white because there was reports. I mean, I think it's been a while that reports that white farmers mistreatment of white farmers in South Africa. So they finally granted an asylum or a refugee status in America. Now the View actually denounced that. Now they're going against that because apparently, I mean, why I hear is because they were white. So yeah.
Something that we're not talking about is enough about is what Donald Trump did on Monday is that the Trump administration allowed in 59 white South African refugees into this country, claiming that they were fleeing racial discrimination and land appropriation.
Yeah, there's a report on that. You can't really deny that. Even the human rights, and there was wrote a report about that, and also there was a videos of black people in South Africa that rallying and chanting "kill" to kill the white farmers or something like that. And actually, the leader of one of that EFF in South Africa would not rule out of any killing of white people in South Africa.
So the South African president has been actively, denying that and denying that.
It's because it's bad. It's a bad optics, bad for the image of South Africa. I mean, if I'm a billionaire, if I want to invest in South Africa, I would think twice. So of course he's going to deny it.
Persecution. He says a refugee is someone who has to leave their country out of fear of political persecution, religious persecution, or economic persecution. They don't fit that bill.
Really? There's no threat? What? I don't know if this Sonny Hostin and this who's this Joy Behar. So they don't fit that.
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
We've not called.
All right, so this is the guy, the leader of the called the EFF, calling for a genocidal killing of whites.
For the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't.
You see that? You hear that? They're not calling for a killing of whites, at least for now. But we can't guarantee, because we can't guarantee the future.
Understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared on Twitter, they freak out. It sounds like a genocidal call.
Cry babies. Cry babies.
I'm not calling for the slaughter of white people, at least for now.
I can't give you a guarantee.
Wow. Yeah.
Of the future, especially when things are going the way they are.
Subtext.
Especially if things are going the way they are.
Yeah. So this is the Julius Malema, leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, killing for killings of whites in South Africa. But they're not doing that right now, at least for now. No, not right now, because they're put in the spotlight. So at least for now. This is what the View is trying to side with, as people. I think the liberals in America is going to be they're going to find themselves on the wrong side of history again, wrong side of the aisle. Because it's all about the color of their skin to them.
There will be a revolution in this country, I can tell you now.
Shoot to kill, Yamaza. Kill the poor.
There you go. This is our side.
The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer.
Afghan refugees, people who helped us during the Afghanistan war, helped us.
Yeah, no, she's going to be trying to compare the Afghanistan that in America, refugee in America that's being sent back to Afghanistan.
And protected our troops. That program has been dismissed. The fact that Haitians that...
So she wants all the Afghanistans, we're the hotbed of terrorism, to be imported here in America because, quote unquote, they help us. You know, so how are you gonna vent that? How you gonna give them the due process that you want? Well, see, the thing is, they don't want due process on the way in. They they want due process when we have to. The United States have to deport him back.
Are truly refugees. They have been denied protected status.
That's the Haitians. The Haitian refugees. That's a different story. That's not even the same.
It's the bottom line, Sonny.
Well,
what's the bottom line?
No, but I mean, for all of the attacks that the Trump administration at the time campaign made on the Biden administration over what I agree was a disaster.
See, they're like doing a gymnastic bending over to make sense to them, or to for the people to see their ridiculous point of view when it comes to this case.
Withdrawal from Afghanistan. We're once again betraying the Afghan people by saying if you're here under civ and you have a right as a refugee, you fought alongside us, we're sending you back to hell.
Yeah, that was not it, woman. Unknown soldiers, unknown Afghanistan people that try to help the soldier. You know, back then they were given an asylum here. What they're talking about is the refugees that quote unquote that fled the Afghanistan, you know, not them. So I think they contemplating their report, and of course they always do that.
Daily beatings, a lack of basic freedoms, but it's a double betrayal.
Picking beefs with allies. It tracks with everything else.
What was that, Joy?
Doing.
They're not white people. That's why they don't want them here. It's obvious to me.
She said it. I didn't.
Well, newsflash, I don't know if it hit someone's have to remind Sonny Hostins again. You're part white. You're part white. You would not last in South Africa. Whoopi probably. Whoopi would last there if she doesn't talk.
Yes!
The View when they hear Trump accepted it.
Yes! No!
The View when they realize the refugees are white.
Cunt! Bull!
That is so true. It's because somehow they find that, about the race and about skin color again. You know, even though that there are South African, those white people in South Africa, they're legit South African. You know, just like how Elon Musk is South Africa. He left that country, came to the United States, the land of opportunity. Look at him now, you know. So I can guarantee you, some of those, a majority of South Africa, black South Africa, would rather be in America than South Africa. I can guarantee you that. Put that in a bank. All right, keep it here till next time.